Hello to my 10th grade music class. Hope you guys are doing well today. I miss you guys, and it's certainly going to change a lot of the things that we had planned and we're hoping to do here in these last few weeks of school. But I want to remind you first off that the Lord is still in charge of everything, and everything's going to turn out all right soon. Now, you remember that you have a 500-word essay that is due when you turn in this first set of worksheets and the packet number 1 that you're going to be receiving. So the hymn project, and I've sent a copy of that to each one of you. The only one that I didn't have your choice down is Jackson, but you know which one you took, so it's on the list. So just make sure that you get that turned in. That's going to go on this 5-6 weeks. Now, right before we had to let school out, we were talking about the circle of fifths, and I gave you a copy of that. Now, figuring that maybe you did not have that with you, I have made another copy that is in your packet, and it will be of utmost help for you to do the worksheets that I have included. Now, remember, the circle of fifths is to teach you about key signatures in music. How many flats or how many sharps there is in a piece of music. And so the circle of fifths, remember, we count 5. And we went through that. Remember, we started with C, which has no flats or no sharps in its key. And we go C, D, E, F, G. And that lets us know the next key signature, which would be 1 sharp, the key of G. And that's F sharp. And the lines and spaces and your staff is there in that circle of fifths to show you where that sharp or that flat, depending on which you're dealing with. Remember, clockwise are the sharps, counterclockwise are the flats. And so you've got that information. They show you how that works on this page with the circle of fifths that's in your packet. So hang on to that, because it is going to help you with the worksheets that I have enclosed for you to do. The next page deals with writing the correct key signatures on the treble and bass staffs for each of the keys that they mention here. And the things I've got an X through, do not worry about doing that, okay? But like number 7 there on the staff is G major. Well, I'm going to start at C on my circle of fifths, and I come down to G. That means there's 1 sharp. I can look at the circle of fifths and see that the 1 sharp is F sharp. So I'm going to put that F sharp in the key signature on the top line in the treble clef, and then I'm going to put it on the 4th line up on the bass clef. And for instance, number 15, B flat major. There's 2 flats in the key of B flat and E flat. So on the treble clef, I'm going to put the B flat symbol on the 3rd line. The E flat symbol is going to be on the 4th space. In the bass clef, the B flat symbol is going to be on the 2nd line, and the E flat symbol is going to be on the 3rd space. And that's how you will label those. If you have any questions about that, you can look at your circle of fifths, or you can email me on the My School Works, and I'll be glad to try to explain that to you. You also have a worksheet that you need to match the correct key signature with the number of flats or sharps, and then you need to fill in the circle of fifths. And I'm going to allow you to go ahead and just use your circle of fifths to try to help you understand what you're doing, since we're not going to be able to go through this and work on it. But try to do it on your own without having to look at that circle of fifths, just to see if you're grasping what we're talking about. Most of you have a pretty good idea about your lines and spaces. A couple of you on the last quiz messed up your lines and spaces. Let me remind you, in the treble clef, every good boy does fine. E, G, B, D, F are your lines, F-A-C-E are your spaces. And then in the bass clef, G-B-D-F-A. Good boys do, fine always. Those are your lines. And then A-C-E-G, that's the spaces. All cows eat grass. So remember that, and it's going to help you with this section. Now, once we finish this particular section, we're going to be moving into some of the other music books, and I'll be sending you some worksheets in the next packets that are going to be going out after this one. And we'll be dealing with some classical music, and I'm going to send you information about that as well. Now, the last sheet that I have sent to you has to do with writing the correct key signature on the treble and bass clef of each key, and then to identify the key signature by looking at how many flats or sharps that are there. And so, again, try to see if you can figure that out by using your circle of fifths, doing your own counting. Remember, we're always counting 5, circle of fifths. Starting with whatever that letter is, count that letter, count 5, and you're going to come to the correct one. Now, again, if you have any questions about anything, you can email me on the My Schoolworks website, and I'll get an answer to you as soon as I possibly can. Again, I hope that you all stay safe. I miss you and look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Bye.